Hey, what's up everybody? This is Dumpster Cat. Welcome back to another Pioneer video. This one is very special. It's our first donation league actually, coming from Daniel. Daniel and I were going back and forth. He had this bug list in mind that he wanted to test out on the channel. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. It's kind of concerning the synergies between Tyvar, the new cool planeswalker from Phyrexia, being able to kind of have additional activations for cards like Jace, for instance, Prodigy, which is a card that's seen play in like old Sultai lists, either in Modern or even Pioneer at its initial start in the format. A very powerful card, very synergistic in a deck that has a lot of spells like ours. And then Deathrite Shaman, of course, as well, which I think is really interesting. And, you know, being able to have multiple black activations to drain the opponent, or green activations to kind of get back into the game. Or, you know, with Tyvar's -3 million cards to the yard, we could either, you know, get back one of these value pieces, or just feed Deathrite Shaman, especially the first ability with being able to generate mana from him, as it's not unlikely that we will be milling over lands, so that's very nice. Other than that, though, we just have a pretty value-oriented plan. We see the Ledger Shredders. It's not an all-in Tyvar plan, which I do acknowledge. Daniel and I were kind of cognizant of that. We don't want to go all in on Tyvar, just because honestly there are not really enough 1 and 2 drop creatures that play well alongside him. So just kind of, you know, going with the philosophy of having him as just a value piece that has some synergies here and there, especially just with Jace and Deathrite Shaman. We have Ledger Shredder, which is another very powerful card. Has some, I guess, unique synergies with Tyvar and just graveyard plans overall. Jace as well, prominently. So that's very nice. And then just, you know, in these other 3 and 4 drops, we do have some of the typical suspects with Glissa, Liliana, Chariot, and then Binding the Old Gods, which I'm really curious to see how it plays out in this video, of course, alongside Glissa, and, you know, I guess just getting another card in the yard when you have to sacrifice it for cards like Jace should be all right. The removal suite is pretty interesting. It does play 3 push, which I'm very keen on trying out. I've been wanting to try out 3 push, as, you know, in the BGX colors we don't have much access to blood tokens or treasure tokens to easily get Revolt. Obviously no fetch lands, of course, so it's a bit more difficult to activate Revolt for us. So trying out the 3 and then focusing a bit more on the 2-drop removal, and of course with the binding as well in the 4-drop slot. With the decays, Brutality, Go for the Throat, and Edict, all very nice cards. Daniel and I were talking about adding Drown in the Lock, but he in the end just preferred the Brutality and Binding, which I think makes sense. You know, I think Drown in the Lock is a very powerful card that is often played in the Sultai colors. I guess whenever we do see Sultai decks out there, right? But with cards like Deathrite Shaman, we kind of want to be controlling the opponent's graveyard, so, you know, cards like Drown in the Lock may not be the best, and with some of our sideboard hate as well, and just with the format being so focused on graveyard synergies, Drown in the Lock may not be the best choice, but we'll see. We'll see if we miss it today, and we could go from there. Other than that, though, mana base is pretty straightforward. Just have 1 Hive. We do have 11 Shocklands, which may be a bit much, maybe a bit too painful, but we'll see. We, of course, do have the life gain from Deathrite Shaman, and even Collective Brutality to kind of get back into the game in that sense, so shouldn't be too much of a worry, but we'll keep our eyes on it. The sideboard, we do get some pretty spicy additions from blue, with Mystical Dispute, Unmoored Ego as I would say a direct upgrade from Necromentia. Necromentia being a bit harder to cast as a double black spell. And Unmoored Ego, you get to name any card name, whereas Necromentia I think is specifically a non-basic land card name, I'm pretty sure. And then this allows them to draw cards instead of getting 2/2 zombies, which I believe to be a bit more relevant, at least for us, right? And also you may have noticed that we don't have any double pip spells in the main deck besides the Liliana, which I feel like in Pioneer with 3-color decks we really have to focus on, just because the mana is not the best. Besides that, though, we do have an Ashyak Nightmare Weaver, which comes in a variety of matchups. You could bring this in against Mono Green, I guess like Phoenix, Grease Fang, I guess like any control or mid-range matchup she's great in as well. So really excited to try out her. I've not been able to cast this card, so really excited to see how that plays out. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. Again, thank you so much, Daniel, for being the first donation league, or offering the first donation league on the channel. So thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys for the matches. Alright, here we are for match number 1. We are on the play with Daniel's Sultai deck. Unfortunately, gonna have to log in this No-Lander. And we see, yeah, a much better hand here. I think it's pretty close, but we probably just put back the binding. 3 lands, 3 spells, seems fine to me. Good start on a breeding pool. Probably go, I guess depending on what we draw, probably just go turn 2 Chase. If we draw cheap spells, maybe we want Ledger Shredder. Daniel and I were talking about how it's a bit difficult to cast Ledger Shredder. Looks like we're against blue-white control. Okay, with that draw, I will go with the Chase. It's a bit difficult to trigger Connive on Ledger Shredder in a deck like this. There are definitely different ways of going around building the deck, but without having like the 4th Fatal Push and no other like 2-mana interactive spells, or not a lot of 2-mana interactive spells, Shredder is not at its best, but that's alright. Kind of same thing with Tyver, just, trying it as a minimal value plan that hopefully has synergies with the deck somehow. Let's activate Jace here. Opponent can definitely have Censor. Yeah, just put back a breeding pool. And I think I will play around Censor and just play out this Shredder. Okay. We'll see if we could get some nice synergies between Tyvar and Jace, being able to untap it, get multiple activations in a turn, which is pretty sweet. Also works well alongside the Connive. So we're already seeing some nice synergies, which is very welcome to see. Opponent floating mana. Oh, it's going to be a March. Very interesting on what? Shredder. Okay. Definitely alright with me. And so they 2-for-1 themselves, which is very nice. Exiling a Dovin's Veto. So out of the sideboard, we actually have a lot of cards for this this matchup. The Disputes, Duresses, Ashiok. Could even bring Noxious Grasp in for their Planeswalkers. Let's activate Jace first. Okay, I'll put that one back. And then just play out Swamp and Tyvar, I believe. Yep. And then I guess I'll leave up black mana because we draw a Thoughtseize off the second activation. We'll see if this even resolves though. Yes, very nice. Usually in the blind I don't like to -2. Especially if we just have a creature into untap, then it's pretty straightforward, right? Glissa, okay. Guess we could just get rid of this land and pass. Haven't seen any of the early interaction, which kind of sucks. Definitely want to be seeing that alongside Chase. But that's alright. What is this? Shark Typhoon for 0. Okay. So maybe stuck on lands? I'm not entirely sure what that's supposed to mean. Hall. And temporary lockdown, just getting rid of Jace. Okay. It's fine by me. Another Glissa. Okay, well, I guess in this case we can -2 Tyvar just to, at the very least, get cards in the graveyard. But we did hit another Jace, which is very sweet. And we get to activate right away, which is awesome. There's a Thoughtseize. Okay, so I'll put away Second Glissa. Ooh, yeah, we get to flip Jace. So let's start by Thoughtseizing and see if we want to flash it back. If not, then just play out the Glissa. Teferi, Memory Deluge. Okay, so they do have 5 mana next turn, so I'll just take that Teferi. Could honestly take the Memory Deluge as well, but I feel like it's just a really nice spot to resolve Glissa. So very nice turn there. Plus on Jace. Pass. So yeah, it's working pretty well. Lots of very cool synergies with this deck. It's very, like, once Daniel sent me this deck, I was like, yes, like, I've been wanting to play a deck like this. Just very synergistic, of course in the Sultai colors, which is very sweet. I don't think I've posted a Sultai deck on the channel yet, so very, very nice. And of course, like, playing Jace, Tyvar, Deathrite Shaman, like, how could you not like that? So, opponent does not even play a land. Okay. Collective Brutality is actually a pretty nice draw. Or not that bad of a draw. We could probably just... They have Iganjo, so it's kind of hard to attack here. I think... do I want to flash back my Thoughtseize? Or honestly just like keep on plussing the Chase to ultimate? I guess this Chase ultimate isn't like too relevant, so I guess I'll -3 on Thoughtseize. Could have maybe attacked first into the Iganjo or Odawara, but I think this is fine. I think I'm probably just like not gonna attack this turn anyways. Dovin's Veto was the draw. Okay. So now they don't have Iganjo mana up or Odawara, so get the attack in. So I guess that worked out pretty well for us. And then we could, yeah, I actually could just get our Chase back. Lots of unique synergies here. So get our Chase back. So if we activate Chase now, then we'll have to Legend Rule, right? This is not a May. Yeah, exile, then return him. Okay. So already used Chase. I guess we can... yeah, just do that right now. It's fine. Honestly, I wish this was a May. I guess I'll discard the Tyvar. Keep this Jace. Plus. Plus. And then I'll just cast this to get rid of the Memory Deluge. So, yeah, it's working out really well so far. And yeah, we're pretty insured against a Supreme Verdict, a Teferi off the top. I guess like the worst card would be a Wandering Emperor. Okay, they play a Ganjo, interesting. Abrupt Decay. Okay, I'll start by attacking. Let's see if they want to use their mana here. Looks like they will. Oh wow, okay, they did draw the Emperor, so it's quite good for them. So the exile Glyssa, then, because we could start by milling, we could at the very least get back Jace, or something else like a Deathray Shaman or Ledger Shredder, but also makes Jace -3 a bit better, so let's do that. Okay, just the Jace. Just the Odoar in hand, so probably don't want to... Oh, well, I guess we could actually... Yeah, with Shield or Edict, the Edict bin, we could just cast that on the Emperor. Man, so much value here. Really sweet. Sacrifice a Planeswalker. Yeah, Tyvar and Jace just like going off here. You love to see it. And then, yeah, I just will activate this. Legend Rule again, okay. That's pretty nice. I think I'll just keep the push. Want to cast anything else? Probably not. And yeah, there's actually like a pretty nice loop here with the like Legend Ruling the Jace, and then just getting him back each time with Tyvar. It's actually really neat. Cycle Sensor, okay. So they can bounce a Planeswalker. Okay, if they feel they could take a soft blue mana, we only want run 3 swamps in the deck. Looks like they're not going to do it immediately. Gonna do it on the draw step? No. Okay, and we drew the breeding pool. Sweet. So no cards in hand, so I think I'm just gonna, or other than the Odoar, they get Castle Vantress. But I think I'm just going to Chariot. We're gonna bounce it. Gonna bounce Jace. Okay, fair enough. I guess we should have activated first in that way. But yeah, that's completely fine. Honestly, like a bit better for us. Just get more activations out of Jace. Yeah, you know, like I kind of underestimated the power of like having a Tyvar on the battlefield, and then like each chase we draw is just so much better. Honestly, may even want forward this card. It's just really quite powerful. So they have Hall mana up. So I'll start by attacking. If they want to activate Hall, we just push it. Another reason to keep Fatal Push over Decay. Decay specifying non-land. Okay. So I guess I'll just do this now. Doesn't matter too much. Oops. And honestly, this may be the concession coming up. So they do have a flashback memory deluge, which we just are short of 1 mana of exiling it right away with a shaman, but that's okay. Untap a cat token. Man, yeah, this is working out really well. And then pass. Tyvar, just like having Tyvar on the battlefield just makes a lot of our draws really, really powerful. Just a plains. Okay. Or actually, I suppose we could have actually exiled a land, untapped with Tyvar, and then exile the Memory Deluge. That was probably the line. I'll just do that right now, though. Make them cast it. So they should cast in response. Yep. Then we could flash back a Collective Brutality to look at their hand. Or just, you know, draw into a Faucius with a Jace. But yeah, looking like we have a pretty nice advantage on them. Let's play Jace. Activate. Discard that land. Then I suppose we will get back Brutality. Cast it. Look at your hand. Farewell. Okay, yeah. Very nice. Get that out of the way. They do have a Wandering Emperor, which is a bit annoying, but shouldn't be too much of a problem. Then we can just get back another Jace, but I think we don't really need that right now. Just untap and then attack. 4/6. Yeah, you know, if not for the Chariot, then we... do I want to attack with this? I'll just keep it back. Would be difficult to have some sort of a clock here, so definitely nice to have that card around, despite it being a little not synergistic with the rest of the deck, but for sure nice. But even with the Wandering Emperor, we still have lethal, so... And they drew a Hallowed Fountain. Okay, so yeah. Looks like we got it here. Okay. Yeah, let's just crew it up. So let's see, they exile Chariot, go up to 11. They take 4 down to 7. Oh, I guess we're a bit off. My bad. Yep. So up to 11. Down to 7, and then don't think there's anything I would wanna flashback. Alright, I guess it's -3, so it doesn't matter. Do that. Then I'm just gonna drain them for a few here. Yeah, really sweet synergies. Okay, and they concede. Sweet. So deck feels really nice so far. Lots of really cool synergies that we got to saw. Jace, Tyvar, and then the Threat Shaman at the end, just very sweet. Glissa even played a bit of a role there. So against them, we have Duresses, Disputes, and then I think Ashiok to start. Maybe Noxious Grasp as well. Could probably cut the Decays, go for the Throat. I like usually having some number of push, but it's not too necessary. Can maybe cut like a Binding. It's a little clunky at 4 mana. I would like to see Ashiok, so I'll keep her in. And then maybe like a Death Ray Shaman could go out. Sure. Let's try that out. Could definitely cut one more push. I like it over the Go for the Throat, as their main creatures are going to be tokens. Yeah, I think that's fine. Shield's Edict is still good. Brutality is still just fine as a, as we saw there, is actually quite relevant, just getting info on their hand and then taking an instant or sorcery. Oh, I guess the deck only runs 2 swamps. I thought it ran 3. My bad. Okay, triple Glissa, Ledger Shredder. I think I'll have to mulligan this one, unfortunately. Yeah, on the draw it's a little slow, and it's just, yeah, having triple Glissa is not ideal. So no blue mana here, but I think with this hand I'll just put back Jace, and then keep a hand full of discard. Opponent mulligans to 4 as well, ooh, which is fares pretty poor against our hand full of discard. Still need to find a way to end the game, of course. I guess preferably would honestly just be like a Deathrite Shaman or Ledger Shredder. Jace, of course, nice as well. So keep 4. Definitely a little unfortunate for the opponent. Okay, well there's our win con. Start with Thoughtseize over Duress to get the info and allows us to take whatever we want, and then can later analyze what we would want to take with Duress. But they just had a Censor. I guess I'll just do another Duress. Or the first Duress. Make disappear, okay. So yeah, if their draw was a Censor or a make disappear, I didn't mind, or I guess a Censor, then I didn't mind just playing it out before playing the land, as it would have been the same outcome either way. Alright, so still have an Iganjo in hand. Next turn we could slam the Chariot, and then hopefully they didn't draw a counterspell. Yep, okay, cool. I mean, Iganjo still gets rid of Chariot, but still definitely just the play. So we run, how many blue sources? 4 Breeding Pool, 4 Dark Slick Shores, 4 Watery Grave, is that it? So 11? Or 12, rather. I think that's it. This should be enough, I would imagine. But you really only need 1 blue mana in this deck for each game. If they drew Teferi here, they could definitely get back into it, but it looks like that's not the case. At March, sure. Okay. Okay, so I think I just activate a Hive, and then honestly, I would rather have the Hive around than the Chariot, as we don't have many ways of crewing the Chariot in the deck, rather than just the you know, other copy of Chariot. As like most of our creatures, other than Glissa, are 1 power, because we have, you know, Deathrite Shaman, Ledger Shredder at face value, and then Jace. Yeah, Jace actually being 0 power. So yeah, I feel pretty good about that. Okay, so Ashik was a nice draw if we had blue mana, but let's just attack here. And yeah, we have a clock. Okay, they pass. I think it doesn't hurt to just duress here. It's probably nothing extremely relevant. Other than like an instant mystical dispute. Okay. Okay, lockdown keeps them alive for a turn, but we still have two turn clock with the hive, so definitely all right. So they need to draw like a Field of Ruin to get back into this. If that does happen, then we just need a blue mana to play the Ashiok. Okay, and they concede. Yeah, I mean, it was nice that we got to see Ashiok in the hand, but unfortunately we didn't get to play her, so... But yeah, that's definitely alright. Kind of had a non-game this one, but game one was really sweet. Got to see a lot of interaction from the opponent, and just our deck doing its thing, you know, Typhara Chase, very powerful synergies. Being able to loop them is a thing that I didn't think about. Yeah, very cool stuff, and I'll see you for the next round. Alright, here we are for match number 2 with the Bug, Tyvar, Jace shenanigans we got going here, up against a Giganta deck. We are on the play. So, no green mana, but we have 4 castable spells, so I think I'm going to keep this. You know, having 2 lands is not typically ideal, but I think being able to cast, you know, most of the spells in our hand, I don't mind keeping this. And then just with 1 green land, we're off to the races with this deck, or with this hand. For sure, up against Giganta makes me think creature-based, you know, some sort of strategy that along those lines, so don't mind keeping this hand along those lines as well. Okay, so it is just the red-green vehicles deck. They have a decent hand against us. I guess I will take this Bone Crusher Giant as the only quote-unquote 2-for-1 they have access to at the moment. We could Fatal Push the Skoos very easily. Can go through one of these 3 drops quite easily as well, so I think I don't mind just doing that. And then the Giant has value elsewhere, right? Okay, Thoughtseize was actually a pretty nice draw. Oh, actually should have shocked that in, my bad. I was kind of thinking too quick there, but I'll Thoughtseize now. They just drew a land, so let's just take the Stormseeker, and then yeah, I definitely should have shocked in there though, because now next turn, if we don't draw land, we won't have mana to push plus go for the throat, which may not be like entirely necessary, but still definitely should have shocked in there. Okay, got the 3rd land. So I'll just do this now while they are tapped out, and then just shock in now. So it didn't matter in the end, fortunately. But still don't have green mana. Yeah, still no way of like getting value off of Tyvar. So they play the Miglaws, we go for the throat. Okay. So not drawing too ideally here. Would have loved to play Tyvar there. And minus. It wouldn't have been the best, of course, with no immediate creatures in the graveyard, but still would have been a nice play. Okay, Juggoth into hand. Pretty scary, honestly. Shredder is definitely welcome, though. Kind of sucks we don't get to play a spell immediately after, but can definitely start roller coastering us into some value here. Five cards in hand, though. 3 unknowns. Hopefully this is just Juggoth. Okay. Would have hated to see a Sky Sovereign there. Posse is okay. Let's start by casting that. Corona War and 2 lands. Okay, so not the worst. We could Fatal Push Juggoth just to get the Connive. But I think that's a bit too aggressive at the moment. But yeah, I mean, already seeing the mana problems of a 3-color deck. Yeah, actually I was thinking about them activating Meteor World. I think this is fine, we could just push it. Unless they like top deck a Skoos, push isn't probably isn't gonna be getting much better. Okay. That's a little worrisome. They do just have us dead in 2 turns. There's an elf, and okay. Seems like their last card is just a land. Come on, something good. Overgrown Tomb. Okay, a little too late. I guess we're at 1 technically. Jump block, take 1 from the elf. Yeah, Shredder kind of being a bit disappointing here. Okay. Binding, good, but just not going to do it. So, we do have the Terra Senders. Other than that, though, not much for this matchup. Don't think we want Durez, don't think about Ashiok. Can probably cut the Brutality, I would imagine. I mean, maybe fine, but we have a lot of playables, so I think that's fine. And then like a Liliana. Yep, I think that should be fine. So running how many green sources? 7, 8, 9, 12. Not playing that much green though. Again, we really just need like one of each color to get started, and then we're like fine. Yeah, it looks like 12 of each, or 12 black. No, 12 blue, 12 green. Then how much black? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. A lot of black actually. Is that 20, 21? 3, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 20. Okay. So may honestly cut back on some black sources. Add like additional green and blue where we can. Yeah, again, I mean, I'll keep this, but again, missing out on blue. Yeah, now we're missing out on blue rather than missing out on green last game. I will start by casting the Death Ray Shaman, I think? No. I'll cast Thoughtseize. Yeah, Deathrite Shaman's like not too necessary just yet. Okay, I guess I'm taking the Bone Crusher Giant. Oh, Jace. Would have loved to cast that this turn. But it's just the Shaman. Hopefully they didn't draw another Stomp. Oh, jeez. Okay, that's just the worst. Okay, third land. Still no blue mana, though. We do get to buy back the Shaman, though. Yep. And then there is a land, so we can activate, but no 1 mana spell, so not going to. But that does make blue mana for Jace. Probably will have to give up the Tyvar though this turn with a Stormseeker. Yep. A little disappointing. Yeah, just the draw of a Bone Crusher Giant when we Thoughtseized the first one away is a little disappointing, but that's alright. Yeah, now without Tyvar we can't immediately cast Jace. So I think here we just cast Jace and then hold up removal. Because I don't even need to use Deathrite Shaman this turn. I guess to like, could have used it to maintain our life total, but that's fine. We could just gain life later on anyways. Okay, just run out the second one. Then I think I'll just Edict. Does the same thing as Go for the Throat here. Would love to try like a Glissa. Thoughtseize. Okay, sure. Let's Thoughtseize. Get to flip Jace. Oof. Look at that hand. Guess I'll take. I don't think we could beat a Chariot, so if they top deck a land, then we're just kind of done for. So I think we have to take that, and then take the. I guess just the other Stormseeker, right? Yeah, I think that makes enough sense. Or, actually probably should have taken Scoost, then they just cast Stormseeker, we Go for the Throat. Yeah, okay. Actually, yeah, that's probably correct, my bad. They get to gain a life, but that's fine. If they want to even cast Scoost this turn, they may just cast Bone Crusher Giant. Okay, they go for it. Then before combat, I will kill this guy. Sucks that we haven't had enough mana to activate the Shaman in these turn sequences. But we're really just kind of riding Jace here because we get to minus here, or plus here, -2 power. Play a Shredder, pass, and then we'll likely just gain some life. Yeah, and actually we can negate Scoos now with the Deathrite Shaman. And yeah. So negate that. We have a blocker now. And yeah, unless they draw like another Stormseeker, we should be in pretty decent shape. Definitely though with like the Sky Sovereign kind of being the impending doom here. It's a little annoying. Okay, running volley is not the worst. They could still kill Chase though. Yeah, looks like they're going to be doing that. Dang, okay. It's actually, running volley was actually kind of like the worst draw for us. Because they now get to kill this Shredder, of course, and then kill Chase. Shredder being the blocker. And then Chase just being our pathway to victory. So that's pretty disappointing. We just draw Swamp. Dang, okay. Oh, and they just drew the 5th land for Sky Sovereign, so I think I'll probably just concede here. Definitely seems like a tough matchup. We don't have many main deck ways of interacting with them. Definitely like the Collective Brutality is not like the best main deck answer. Go for the throat. I would prefer like Power Word Kill, as it does not hit Sky Sovereign or Chariot. But that's okay, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, here we are for match number 3. We are on the draw with a hand that we definitely cannot keep. Definitely these hands haven't been the best. Have kind of been color screwed here and there. Hands with like 1 or 2 lands. But that's okay. Yeah, kind of another one that's not the best. Only black mana. Shaman does fix, but we would need a land in the graveyard, which is pretty difficult, so I think I have to go to 5, unfortunately. Ooh, wow, these are terrible. 4? Wow, what the heck? What is happening? Jeez. Okay, well, I guess I'm keeping all my 1 mana spells. Sorry about this terrible variance here. Jeez. Wow, okay. Temple of Enlightenment. What the heck does this mean? Scribe to the top. Blue-white control with some spacey lands, maybe? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Yeah, okay. I think I may just concede for information here, honestly. Kind of feels bad, but like, we're taking like their Teferi and what, like the Wandering Emperor, and then they just get like so much value thereafter. Maybe it was correct to keep on going, but I think I feel a bit more comfortable just conceding there to maintain information. And then we do just no sideboarding from the last time we played against them. -1 binding, -1 push out for the decays out and the go through out. Then what was the other one? Oh, and then just a Delray Shaman. Yeah, okay. Because like I like concealing the information there because they likely think we're Dimir control, so they would side in their like control cards. Maybe it's correct not to, but I think I like doing it there. And like they side out their removal, you know, most likely, so definitely makes our creatures a bit better. So I think it makes sense, but I definitely wouldn't put it behind anybody to just keep on playing there. Okay, there's a decent hand. At least some spells we could cast. Or, you know, multiple colors, right? Okay. 3 lands, Censor, Veto, Partition. I just like a lot of counter spells, so I think I'd probably just take the Soul part now. That's fine. Guess I'll just take the Absorb as the best counter spell they have. We could play around Censor to an extent, but not really Veto. We'd like to see a 2-drop here. Nope. This honestly could be a Giganta deck. Just kind of thinking of that now. We'd have to cut Liliana. But there's actually nothing in the sideboard that would, yeah. So yeah, definitely maybe Giganta deck would be better. But Liliana definitely does seem really good. And speak of the devil, I think we're still just going to go for a Tyvar here, though, into the Veto, as we do, or Censor, as we do just have the second one. Yep. And just playing straight into this, because if we don't, then they can just do the Veto next turn and then have Censor back up. So, yeah, I guess we could play around a second Censor. So getting the Tyvers out of the way so we can stick a Liliana, but they still do have the Soul Partition, which is definitely a little annoying. But definitely not like a perfect way of countering her. So it sucks that we shocked in last turn and didn't play the tap land. We could have gone Shredder into Liliana this turn if we had just played the tap land. What is this? Oh, make disappear. Jeez, okay. That's pretty annoying. That's okay. So on their draw step they'll have, or on their turn they'll have Beach, Partition, and 2 lands. Okay. If they have a Teferi, we have Binding. There's the Beach. Brutality is actually not terrible. You can trigger Connive and then look at their hand. Yeah, just discard the land. Oh, okay. So they have Wandering Emperor. Gotcha. Okay, just feel the Hive, that's alright. So they do that rather than playing the Emperor, which is a little strange to me. Push. Okay, I guess I'm just passing here. No need to attack, or no reason to attack, and then we'll just push the token that they most likely make off of the Emperor. Could have perhaps done that on their turn to try to make them not minus here instead plus on the token, and then there we could push, which would be a bit better, but I think I just like getting it in before counter spells. Hopefully this binding resolves. Yep, sweet. And then I'm just gonna kill the Emperor. We could like be fancy and kill the token, or not even be fancy, but kill the token and then attack the Emperor. But then we just get got by another Emperor, or more likely a Shark Typhoon, or removal spell. You know. Memory Deluge, definitely good for them though. Pretty scary. If they have like a Teferi, then we're in pretty tough shape. Yep. It's pretty good. Yep, and without having Hive, we are pretty disadvantaged against Tef. Tyvar was the draw. That's not the best. But we will try to resolve him. No 2 drops in the graveyard just yet, or 1 drops. Yeah, looks like they have an absorb. No. They top their mana really quickly there. But yeah, I still will -2. Ooh, okay, so we hit a Jace, which is actually pretty nice. And then yeah, I'll immediately attempt to transform him. What do they have here? 3 mana. March would be pretty good. Yeah, dang. That's pretty unfortunate. Oh, had to discard a Liliana. Jeez. Just rubs it in her face. Yeah, I think I'm still not supposed to attack. Or still not able to attack. Scratch the bottom. This one's a blast from the past. Do they have a Wandering Emperor to give this +1/+1 for a strike? Yep. Still think I'm supposed to keep Tyler alive. But yeah, just not in this shape either way. Glissa is an interesting one. I'll try to resolve her, but I think like it's very little odds that we are able to get out of this one. But yeah, I mean, Jace has been like really good. I feel like I definitely want 4 of him. It sucks that there's like not really another card that's as good as Jace or Deathrite Shaman with Tyvar. Shredder's just kind of like the next best thing. Yeah, I think I'll probably just concede here. But yeah, kind of unfortunate. Definitely game 1 we had some variance. And then game 2 kind of just got by the Planeswalkers. But we beat Blue-White Control in match 1, so don't really feel too bad about the matchup. So I'll see you guys for the next one. Alright, here we are for match number 4. We are on the draw with yet another hand that's just like really not good. 2 lands, only 1 color. Okay, this one's better, but yeah, still only 2 colors. I feel like that's pretty unlucky, right? Also extremely painful. Oh no, is mono white. Be not the ideal hand against them. God, yeah, it is, okay. Luminarch, Aspirant, Thalia. They, for some reason, didn't play their bodyguard out in turn 1. I think I'm taking the Aspirant. It's a little awkward, because Thalia is pretty good against us, but we could block all their creatures at the moment with the Shredder. So I just want to take the card that's going to be the best in the late game. As you know, we need to draw into some removal. That is not removal, and is in fact uncastable. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Yeah, I think we're like maybe a bit too heavy on black mana or black colored sources, but we still shouldn't be getting this unlucky, I feel like. Just really don't want like a Thalius Lieutenant. Deathrite Shaman. Okay. So I guess we could trigger Connive twice. Play Second Shredder, Thoughtseize. I think that's a bit better than getting Shaman out. Shaman was a nice draw though to gain life, and hopefully, or maybe help us fix our mana. But yeah, let's just get Shredder, Thoughtseize them. Probably we'll hit something good. And then most importantly, just get the double Connive. Oh no. Oh, I'm so dumb. Okay. Well, no Thoughtseize, but still Deathrite Shaman. My bad, you guys. Swamp. Yep, gonna discard that one. Discard that one too. I think it's better to keep the Tyvar than the lands that, you know, wouldn't be that useful otherwise. But with getting those lands in the graveyard, we are also able to just cast Tyvar next turn, which is ideal for sure. Is this the Mutavault that they have on the battlefield? I feel like it probably is. Just take that out. So please no Aspirant, no Thalius Lieutenant. Brutal Cathar would be pretty good as well. Oh no, it's a Lieutenant. Jeez. And instantly we're just taking 9 out of nowhere. I guess I'm supposed to jump block like one of these. But yeah, just really not an ideal hand. Yeah, I guess we have to play out Tyvar. So Jace or Shredder. I'll take a Jace because then we can shrink one of their creatures. Man, these draws are really bad. And then I'll go after the first striker. And yeah, I think that's the best we could do. We're still taking, honestly, very likely lethal next turn though. But hey, we have an engine going that definitely needs to be tampered with somehow. And the shamans can provide some life gain for sure that we elsewhere wouldn't be able to get. Do they just have lethal here though? Yeah, they do. Let's see. Oh, they don't go for it. They need to activate Mutavault here. The second Mutavault. No, okay. Okay, all at us. So we have to block one of the 3 powered creatures, unfortunately. One at Tyvar. Okay, sure. Yeah. So we go down to 2. Tyvar dies. And then we're just really needing to draw like a push. 4th Watery Grave, what? Okay, I'll concede there. Man, sorry about this variance, you guys. Definitely doesn't feel the best. Noxious Grasp. And I do typically like Terror Center against them just because they have sideboard ossifications and wedding announcements. I think binding is too slow. Could probably, oh yeah, just for sure cut out all the Thought Seizes. Then what do we want back in? Probably just the bindings, actually. They are too slow, but I don't think I want any of the other cards, so just submit like that. You know, in a matchup like this, I would really like a Ritual of Soot, but that card is, I felt like just too bad against, or with us having so many 1 and 2 drop and 3 drop threats. Okay, well, finally have all of our colored sources in actually a decent hand, so that's nice to see. Turn 1 push, turn 2 Jace, turn 3 Liliana, hopefully is able to be effective enough. Jace has definitely been like overperforming for me though. Definitely really satisfied with that card. So I think I'm just pushing whatever I see here. If I see anything. Okay, even better that we don't. Yep, still gonna go for the Jace. Okay, Aspirant is for sure just fine. We will Edict on that. Thankfully they don't have a Mutavault that would be able to attack into her. Yeah, I guess I should be activating Jace first, but that's fine. I'm for sure I was just gonna do this anyways. Okay, I guess I'll put back the breeding pool. Now we have Liliana taking up, Chase getting some card advantage, or I suppose card selection, but for sure card advantage later on. Brutal Cathar, okay, that's pretty good. Eef, okay. So it's plus, I'll plus away the Overgrown Tomb. Play Deathfright Shaman, then hold up push. Okay, so attacking Liliana, I will block here. This triggers our Revolt. We've sacrificed our Shaman, but triggers our Revolt, we get back Chase, and then we Keep Liliana alive. Bodyguard, okay. Push now. Oh, yikes, that's really good. Ouch. Another creature would be really bad for us as well. Oh, wow. We didn't? Jeez. That's brutal. And just draw land. Okay. Guess I'm edicting. Play a tap land. Or I'll play Urborg so we could at least block with the hive. But we are definitely not looking too good here. At the very least, we could trade with the bodyguard. But yeah, if they get to flip the Cathar. Yeah, just not looking too good here. Flooded out a tiny bit. Didn't really draw many relevant spells. Did we really only have 3 spells? Did we draw all lands this game? Yikes. Oh, what? I don't even know why I'm doing this. I just assumed they were attacking with both, but it didn't really look. We're gonna have another brutal Cathar. He's punish us for not paying attention. A rest in peace. Wow. Okay. Jeez. Okay. That's for sure a start. We still can't get our chase back, but at least we can kill the bodyguard. I'll just play out my land. And hopefully they do, if they don't have like anything too good next turn, we can still be doing at least alright. That is if we, you know, don't just draw land or a dead spell. Adeline's quite good though. Get hit for 5. Yeah. That's not the best. So we could block. Yeah, we have to block. Probably just add a line. Yeah, but just pretty far away from winning this game, unfortunately. So if we block a token, then yeah, we just take lethal, so we have to block. Chariot. I guess keeps us alive. Right? 2 blockers here. No, we're just still taking 3 damage. And they also have a shift at dunes if they hit a land. Warning announcement, okay. Yep. So we block here, here, and then just take lethal. Yeah, bit unfortunate. Didn't really draw ideally here, but that's okay. Hopefully we get some success in our last match. Okay, here we are for match number 5. Unfortunately, attempting to play for the 2-3. But yeah, this variance has been so terrible for us this league. I'm really sorry about that, Daniel. Really kind of sucks. Gonna have to look in this one. And yeah, this is like not much better, but I think we have to keep this one. Put back a land. But yeah, really kind of unfortunate how unlucky we are getting here. Definitely, you know, we're playing a 3-color deck, so we of course run the risk of not hitting our colors. I'll just play a black mana this turn. Not hitting our colors, not hitting enough lands, not being able to cast spells, but I definitely think which we like came across like once or twice, but I think variance is just not on our side this league, unfortunately. But we definitely got to see some cool things, which I'll for sure touch on in the deck closure. Okay, elf. Hopefully this is not mono green. We definitely not want to see that. Okay, decay. Sure, I'll shock in. We have a pretty healthy life total, and otherwise some pretty painless lands. So I'll leave up the mana. Yeah, looks like mono green, unfortunately. And I do just have the triple Animal Elves, which plays pretty well against our removal. Makes our removal pretty redundant, unfortunately. I guess I'll play out the chase. I guess I could have been mana efficient to play that played out Tyvar. Karn, okay. But yeah, my thinking is we play Tyvar next turn, and then we get double activation of Chase. And still have the possibility of wanting to, or being able to minus next turn. Which I guess gets hindered just a bit by the Torment's Crypt. But that's okay. Yeah, I mean, if they just didn't have like one of these elves, we would have been a bit more ahead, unfortunately. Which really definitely sucks. I don't know why they're cracking here. I should do that like when we have like 4 cards in hand, or 4 cards in the grave. Push was a fantastic draw though. We could get to go Shredder into push the elf, trigger connive. Brutality, I think I still just want my Tyvar. So let's see what they get. Maybe like a Heart of Kirin. I'm not entirely sure. Stone Brain and cast it. Wow. Interesting. Are they going to activate it too? Yeah, looks like it. Wonder what they name. Tyvar? Guess that would be pretty good. Atraxa? What? How'd they think we were gonna get an Atraxa into play? Reanimation, maybe? That's really funny, actually. Was not expecting that. They're probably like, what? What is going on right now? Binding. I guess is a pretty decent draw. Could just start by Chase, though. Go for the throat. Interesting. Well, I guess in that case, we're pretty insured against another car next turn as we get to just attack into it and kill it. So I guess I'll just keep the Go for the throat over the binding, and you know, it's not guaranteed that we have the 4th mana anyways. And then I will untap Jace and activate once again. Okay, cool. And then get to flip Jace, which is sweet. Not gonna cast anything this turn, obviously, as we're just not able to, but we do get to kill Karn. And they have 4 cards in hand, so not the worst situation against Mono Green. Okay, and then just another Karn. So I imagine they get Sky Sovereign here. Actually, maybe not. Well, probably, maybe. Dark Joseph. Okay, so that's not really worrisome. Draw a Watery Grave. Jace minus gets a Collective Brutality, which is not the best. Yeah, they usually just play Storm the Festival as the only instant or sorcery. I think I'll start by minusing with Tyvar, try to get a little lucky. Would love to be able to attack Karn and kill it this turn. And yeah, we do get very lucky, actually. Jace or Ledger Shredder? I guess it's just the second Shredder. Yeah. Second Jace doesn't make too much sense with the one we already have. Don't mill any other instant or sorceries for Jace minus, unfortunately. So I think we just have to plus. I'll hold the land for Shredder Connive on a future turn, and then just attack Karn down to 1. Sucks that we don't trigger Connive this turn, but I think we should be okay. Obviously feel a bit embarrassed if they have the Storm of the Festival this turn, but I don't think it was correct to play out the Brutality. Okay, yep, they got it. Oh, but just 2 lands? Okay, well, I guess getting a bit lucky here. Ooh, a trigger connive. Very nice. Be my guest. Thoughtseize. Yeah, okay. I'll keep a Thoughtseize. And a Glissa. I think I definitely want to keep Glissa. I guess I'll just put back Go for the throat then. So let's start by Thought Seizing. I didn't draw a land for Glissa. Did draw a Deathrite Shaman to get rid of the Storm the Festival though. So I think let's have that as our plan. Thought Seize. They may just have nothing here. But I still like doing this. Oh, a Cityscape Filler. Okay, I definitely feel good about Thought Seizing there. Main deck too, interesting. So they have 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. This is 10 mana, this is 8 mana, so I guess I'm just gonna be getting that out of the way. So I want a creature, so I want green mana. Oh yeah, get your trigger connive, very nice. Yeah, just put away the land. Second Tyvar, sure. Tyvar doing its thing here, allowing us to activate right away. Then we can just attack a card, attack them. So they have 9 mana. So I guess if they top deck a land, they could cast Storm, but I don't think there's a way of playing around that other than discarding Glissa and keeping the Overgrown Tomb to be able to do Deathrite Shaman once more. But I think I'm fine just keeping Glissa around. Tyvar's at 2, so I'll just plus on a Shredder. And then plus on the Elf. So yeah, I mean, we could probably still beat a Flashback Storm, honestly, with no mana thereafter. Okay, Oath of Nissa. Old Girl Troll, sure. That's fine. Ledger Shredder's being really good here. Go through 2 lands, that's fine. Okay, I guess we can flashback this Go for the Throat, kill the troll, and then exile it with the shaman. Guess I should have played my land first. Should be okay though. Yeah, because we could still untap this and then get rid of the storm now. So now we're pretty much insured against everything they could have. Unless like they have a top deck Storm of the Festival. But yeah, I mean, beating mono green feels pretty good. At least game 1 here. I think actually Shredder's like definitely has nice synergies here. Definitely like in the deck. Okay, just a forest up the top for them. Liliana, yeah. Do I even want to play that? Probably not. I guess we can flashback this collective brutality. Then I will escalate it. Then I think we just have lethal. Train them for 2 units at 8, attack for 5 times to 3, and then yeah, 2 death rate shaman activations is lethal. And yep. Actually, yeah, exactly 2 instants and sorceries to do that. So kill elf and then drain them. And then attack. Man, the synergies are just so good. These 4 cards are just like, or 3 cards. Shredder, no, 4 cards. Shredder, Shaman, Tyvar, Chase, just like the dream team. Really doing well there. Okay. Post board, definitely want Noxious Grasp. Could maybe bring in Tire Sunder as well. I don't think I like Collective Brutality that much. Shaman is actually really good against them. Could bring in Tire Sunder, but it's probably not too necessary. Could maybe trim a Chariot as it's a little slow. Decay definitely seems good. Glissa good, Liliana good. Could maybe trim like a Tyvar. Tyvar bring in at Duress. Yeah, sure, why not? Tyvar does seem not the best in the matchup. Although still like a decent card, right? But yeah, I think we have a good mono green matchup actually. For sure. Okay. Man, the amount of mulligans I've had this league is kind of insane. That's okay. I'm just gonna hopefully wish for a better 6. Yeah, I guess that's better. I'll put back a Tyvar. Hopefully they don't have turn 1 elf. Oh, perfect. Okay. So that we can Thought Season and hopefully set up a turn 3 Liliana Edict on something. We could get away some creatures with the 2 Thoughtseize, but we'll see what they got. Okay, 2 Havens and a Troll. I'll just take the Troll then. And yeah, I don't think Thoughtseize is getting much better, and it's not like I would play it next turn, as we just have Liliana, so I'll just go for it now. Despite, you know, Haven being possibly just the best pick when it's not the ideal pick, right? But it's okay. I guess while the opponent is waiting here, I guess I'll take the Oath of Nissa. I was just gonna say that, or talk about some changes that I may want to make to the deck. I think I want the 4th Chase, and then I want like some other 2 or 1 mana creature, probably just 2 mana creature. Well, I don't know. There may just not be anything that we would really want. I'll just discard an extra Liliana, having drawn the Noxious Grasp. Yeah, not entirely sure what we would want. Maybe just cut Lilianas, have Giganta Companion, maybe have like a ooh, Chase was nice. I'll keep the Noxious Grasp, just plus away the land. But any draw now though for them could be pretty good. Yeah, maybe cut Liliana's, add Giganta Companion. Maybe just cut the 4-drops and be a bit more low to the ground. Makes Tyvar a bit better. Cavalier of Thorns, it's a really good one. Excuse me. Okay, they get a land. Uh-oh. Let's draw into another thing. Yikes, okay. Wow. Pithing Needle on Liliana too, jeez. Oath of Nissa top deck is really good. Glissa, that's interesting. Start by activating Jace. Okay. Flip Jace. Flashback nothing, so I'll just plus on Cavalier and then play Glissa. Okay, so they're just gonna Cityscape Leveler. Yeah, that's pretty good. Kill Glissa, kill Jace, or attack into Jace, draw a card. Oath of Nissa. Old Girl Troll. Okay, I'll probably concede there. Post board, I don't think I would want to make any changes. Oh, actually, let's bring in Ashiok. Yeah, let's do that. Ashiok, and then I'll just cut the Chariot. Yeah, let's try that out. Hopefully we get to see her. Okay, finally we are back on the plate for this game 3 of match 5. With, yeah, keepable hand, definitely needs some sort of a threat, but we have as much removal as we could ever ask for. Opponent mulligans to 6. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see Unmoored Eco. I feel like we definitely have a good matchup against combo, especially post-board. But that's okay. So they kept 6. Let's see what they got going. Ooh, okay. I kept a pretty bad one. I think I'm just taking Kiora. Yep. They're pretty likely to draw the 4th land. What's happening here? Sorry. Okay, sorry, it just kind of glitched there. But I think I like taking the early action there. And then hopefully we could set up for something a bit more relevant. Tyver, I guess, not the worst draw. Decay. Okay, now I wish I would have taken the Karn. But yeah, Kira could just like allow them to pop off pretty easily. Sweet, get a Jace, instantly activate. Yeah, just discard an extra fatal push. Then we get to flip him next turn, which is very nice. Man, it just that synergy is just so good there. I think I definitely want to be maximizing stuff like that for sure. So let's flip him here. Probably flash back a Thoughtseize once we're able to. Land, probably should keep that, so let's just put back a Go for the Throat, flashback Thoughtseize, take the Karn most likely. The opponent's playing really slowly, which is kind of annoying. I think this is a bit better than playing Glissa here. Yeah, just because we do get to have the pretty easy take of Karn, pass, and they really don't have much going for them. And yeah, we just like have so much value lined up anyways, it shouldn't matter too much. Okay, finally played Nykthos, Haven. And okay. So they could cast Storm and Festival next turn if they want to. I think here we could just play Glissa. Glissa plus and plus. And pass. So let's see what they hit off the Storm and Festival. Oh, they go for a Mightstone and Meekstone. Okay, yeah, that's completely fine by me. Glade, alright. I guess we are just plussing. I don't think I want to play out the second Jace. It gets us like one more cantrip. I mean, I guess it's better than nothing. Yeah. Okay, finally, opponent. Play Jace, activate, Tyvarg, put back, and then just plus. And plus. Okay, so now they have Store on the Festival. Elf, okay. Sure, okay. Let's see what they hit. Cavalier and an Oath of Nissa. Alright. Shouldn't be too bad. Kiora is pretty good though. And a forest. So let's push the elf. And then don't have a way of exiling Cavalier at the moment. So, and I could just get back like a Store on the Festival. So I think I will mill here. Try to hit the Threat Shaman. No, we hit a Jace. So I guess we just plus activate Jace. Shredder. Then I'll just keep the bigger Jace. Play Shredder, and then I think I'm just gonna pass. Yeah, a little tough there. Definitely need to find it, the Threat Shaman though. Elf is fine. Trigger Connive, which is really nice. Another Jace could go bye-bye, and then that can resolve. Yeah, and then they get Storm the Festival. Or no, they're actually 1 minute off. Ooh. Yep, should have decayed Kiora once they cast Elf. My bad, you guys. That was a actually pretty tragic mistake here. Yeah, so this is pretty embarrassing to have to do this now, but it is still correct. Don't want to compound on the mistakes. But yeah, could have disallowed them from being able to cast the storm this turn. Okay, looks like fortunately they just hit an Oath of Nifsa and a Hive, or Haven rather. So not too bad. They just hit a land. Okay. Okay. So now they're kind of back to square one. They still have a Cavalier, which can kill Tyvar. They didn't have an attack, though. Oh, I guess it doesn't even kill Shredder with the Knife now, which is sweet. Thoughtseize is not what we want. Just plus on the Cavalier again. And then, yeah, I guess we plus on Shredder, now that we don't really immediately need a Deathrite Shaman. Another Haven, okay. So they can make a few 2/2s here. 2/2s. No attack. So okay. So I think I'll just get rid of a elf here as a potential attacker. Okay, I feel like we should probably, well, yeah, I guess we probably just have to plus again. Then mill. Sweet. Okay, Deathrite Shaman. Very nice. I guess we should have... No, we should have milled first. Then used Jace, because then now we could have flashback Noxious Grasp, killed Cav, and exiled it. That's okay, though. Now we know. No Storm the Festivals, so we could pass here. So they can attack and kill Tyvar, I guess, but I think that's like fine. Oh, they're going after Jace. Okay. Just block like that, just goes down to... So I guess they're afraid of Jace Ultimate? Sure, okay. Okay. Yep, that's definitely fine by me. And an elf. Okay. So I'll... Yeah, I guess I'll exile instant or sorcery. I'll take it just a push. Another Tyvar. Guess I'm supposed to flashback Jace. Or sacrifice Jace to flashback Noxious Grasp. Kill Cavalier. Probably didn't have to use the first activation of Shaman. But I just wanted to get the value up of Tyvar. I guess we can't even cast the second one now, though. That's fine, though. Okay, now we can just pass. And yeah, if they want to kill Tyvar, they have to sacrifice one of their tokens. Okay, Lair of the Hydra is pretty good. Another Shredder. Okay, so I'll just go Shredder into Tyvar. Double Connive. Okay, no need for Thoughtseize. And Binding is great, okay. Now we could get back Jace. Shaman could go away. And then we can, I suppose, just minus on a Fatal Push. Kill a token. And pass. So the Lair of the Hydra is kind of a problem. But we should be able to get out of it. We could chump block with just one of these Shredders. And then we just need to draw a removal spell. Okay. I guess now we could start attacking them. I guess I should have left black mana open to start draining them. Yeah, with the Threat Shamans. But that should be alright. Okay, Oath of Nissa finds a something. Karin, okay. It's a little problematic. Duress, sure. So, with 4 mana, I guess 6 mana, what do they get? I have no clue. Yeah, I guess they're in the tank as well. My guess would be just like a Cityscape leveler that could cast next turn. But yeah, I'm not completely sure. Because we honestly, like, we have, how many instants and sorceries? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 8 damage between these two shamans, plus Shredder is 12. So we have like pretty close to lethal. I could kill a sky or a shaman here. Oh, or just Chase, sure. But we shouldn't be like terrible. And I guess I could just like make a black mana here. And with this one, because I should have taken Thoughtseize. Drain them. Ooh, another binding. Have 18 cards left in the library. So we can attack them for 4, down to 9, then they're at 1. Just put them to 1. Yeah. Then they get like a Cityscape Leveler. I don't think they have any way of gaining life. I mean, it seems like that's what we do. Or how about let's just kill the Karn this turn. And that way we still have lethal next turn with the Shredder attack. And then, yeah, we should be, oh, actually, my bad, we can only train them for 6 a turn. I was assuming we could like untap both. So for, yeah, we're still supposed to do this now though. And then yeah, I'll just F6 and see what they got. They get his for a bunch with layer, but yeah, just a troll is not gonna do it. Okay, and after a extremely long match against mono green, we looks like we come out with the win. They could attack with Sky Sovereign and make a 8/8 layer. But yeah, we're still alive at 4. So I think we're good. 7/7 layer. They don't even attack with Sky Sovereign. Okay. They're just gonna kill Tyvar. Okay, sure. I guess they could block now though. Which is kind of a problem. But we just have the binding. So binding the Sky Sovereign. Yeah, and this should be lethal. Attack in the air. And then with our last 2 instants in the graveyard, drain them for 4. And Shaman's gonna bring us home. And alright, just like that, we wrapped up the league. Very nice. Okay, so post-league, the deck, so we went 2-3, so not the best result, but the deck feels really good. We had a lot of variance, so definitely apologize for that. Hopefully Daniel doesn't disrupt your thinking surrounding this deck too much, but I think the deck is really promising. That the core of the deck with the Tyvars, Shredders, Jace, and Shaman feels really powerful. I definitely think I want to add one more Jace in the main deck. It is very possible that we just don't want the Lilianas, and instead we want Gigantha as a companion. Probably should have thought of that first off, but that's alright. So maybe just like cut Lilianas. The Chariots were okay, but they're a little clunky. Could definitely play Shielded in their place, but again, that would mean we're not playing Gigantha. So let's just say like we cut the 4-drops because binding wasn't too nice either. We add like a 4th push. We add some amounts of like trophy. I did kind of miss Drown in the Lock. I think having access to counterspells in the main deck may be something we want to be doing. Could maybe play another 3 mana card, but probably not too necessary. Could even play cards like Dig Through Time. They make our Tyvars a bit worse and Jace is a bit worse. and I guess to a lesser extent Shaman. But just having like a big delve spell, like Dig Through Time, could be nice. And then probably just like a main deck Duress wouldn't be too bad. Just more removal in the 1 and 2 mana slots seems really nice. And like we just have like this really consistent engine of Shredder, Chase, Shaman, and then just like repeating all that with Tyvar. It came up a lot of times when we were able to establish that that loop with Tyvar and Jace, being able to get, flip Jace and then bring it back with Tyvar. Just it was really, really powerful card, or really powerful synergy there. So yeah, very nice. I don't have much else to say about. I guess we need 2 Jaces for that synergy, right? But yeah, still very powerful. I think the mana base can be changed a little bit. We're a little unlucky with not hitting our mana sources, or colored mana sources, and having hands with like 1 or 2 lands. However, I do think I would like to see a bit less black mana and a bit more green and blue mana. We are pretty heavy on black for sure with like all of our 1-drops, but I think we could definitely add at least 1 black or 1 green and 1 blue colored source to the mana base. And then with taking out the 4-drops, we could actually probably just run 23 lands. So something like this. 5 more cards could be Drawn in the Logs, Assassin's Trophies. I actually like the Collective Brutality, so that was a good addition on Daniel's part. Good addition, like as on the whole deck on Daniel's part, right? So yeah, again, thank you so much, Daniel. Hopefully this league was very satisfying, despite 2-3 and the variants here and there. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you for the next one. Hopefully we can make some change to the deck in the future. Yeah, see you guys.